Originally were an Irish instrument, and we gave them to the Scots as a joke about 300 years ago. They haven't figured it out yet. These are different. These are called the uillean. Uillean means elbow. And the reason that they're called the elbow pipes is that Joey's, both of his elbows are working full time. The bag is inflated, or the pipes are inflated with a bellows here under his right arm, or under his right oxter, we say at home. Under the right oxter is the bellows, and he presses that, and then the air goes into a bag under his left oxter, and he presses that, and that sends air through the stock of the pipes here. First of all, it goes to the chanter, a double octave chanter, twice as many notes as a Scottish pipe. Plays the melody. Then they have the drones, the bass, the tenor, and the baritone drones. All bagpipe have drones, but the Irish has 3 drones. And what makes these pipes really unique is these keys under his elbow here, or under his wrist, and they're called regulators, and when he hits them, they play chords and give rhythm. And the piper is a one-man orchestra, really, as you can see. They say that, you know, it takes 7 years to learn, 7 years to practice, and 7 years to play, 21 years to make a piper. But Joey kind of broke all the rules, went into overdrive, and at the age of 22, he went from Los Angeles back to Ireland, won the All-Ireland piping title, beat all the paddies at their own game. So he's a grand lad and a credit to his mother, as we say at home, and he's going to play a tune. He'll tell you about it.
How's everybody doing? Thanks very much for having us. I'm going to play a slower tune called The Bonnie Bunch of Roses. In the Irish tradition of playing, sometimes we play a slower piece called a song, air, or more, it's more known as just an air. When the musician would just play the melody of the song as one would sing it. Not really a really highly ornamented piece, but just playing a song without words, kind of, that's what I like to call it. Anyway, The Bonnie Bunch of Roses is a Napoleonic song. The Irish had a great relationship with Napoleon Bonaparte because he was the only one who could free him from the English. So they were rooting for him. And this song is all about his endeavors. The Bonnie Bunch of Roses were England, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. That's what they described the Bonnie Bunch of Roses. And England had them all in her fist. And they said that the unity of them would never be broke. And in the song, and eventually says how he was beaten in Moscow and all the rest. But I collected this song from a great piper and collector of music, Seamus Ennis. And I want to dedicate this air to Brandon and Anna. Thank you very much for your hospitality. I appreciate it. And Mick and I are going to play a dance tune, a jig, called Strike the Gay Harp. And I hope you enjoy it.
Pipe music made it all right, but those set of pipes, they start around $10,000. And they would have been very expensive back in those days as well, not as expensive as that, but too expensive for ordinary people to afford. So now finally the pipes have arrived here. So better late than never. It's now my honour and privilege to introduce a man that I've come to know over the last week very well. And he's a wonderful musician from West Africa, but he's more than a musician. He comes from a very famous family of griots, and the griot would be similar to the bard in Gaelic culture, the keeper of the history, the keeper of the culture, the keeper of the truth. He comes from a very, very famous extended family of griots. He's from Mali in West Africa, and he plays instruments that are the precursors to the banjo, the granddaddies, if you want, of the banjo. He plays Ngoni, and also he plays the Gould banjo, which would be played here in America. I'm talking about this mighty man here, Cheick Hamala Diabete. He'll be accompanied by Linda Lay from Bristol, you've heard and seen Linda already, and also by Kirk Sutton from Walkertown in North Carolina. And Kirk tells us he's actually of Dutch and German ancestry, but Joe Wilson and I, we suspect he might be a closet Englishman, and that he's just keeping a secret. If he was in Ireland, he definitely, I mean, the Queen has visited today, and you know, we have a peace process, and you know, we let bygones be bygones, and all is well now between the Irish and the English. As long as they don't come to our country carrying guns, you know, everything is fine, and it will be fine, I'm sure, in the future. But we still have some of the great old sayings, and my great old friend Eugene O'Donnell inside his home in Derry, there's a poster that says, "The sun never sets on the British Empire because God doesn't trust the Brits in the dark." Make welcome, Cheick Hamala Diabete.
Thank you very much. My name is Cheick Hamala Diabete. I'm from Mali, West Africa. But I'm so happy to be here with you guys today. So Joe is my friend long time, from 1995. I keep calling him every time. And sometimes he went to France, I say, my friend forget me. So, I really, it's not just to play music, but sometimes I like to be friend to people, to call, to have people, have things going. So I'm Griot. In Mali, the Griot have a lot of things to do for our society. The Griot is very, very important. There's one writer in Mali named Amadou Ampateba. He would say one griot die is like one library burn, destroyed. Yeah, it's very important. Because I'm here to do this connection between my instrument Goni, that's the ancestor of the American banjo. But the music is very important for me. When I came to America, people ask me, how you live here, it's very cold and you don't speak English, and the music, how are you going to connect with people? I tell them, since I was little, I like it to speak English, and also the music for me is a universal. I try to teach people, since I don't speak any English, but you can communicate from the instrument. And that's the Goni here. Original is a 4-string. And I'm going to try to see how the connection goes in the Goni and the banjo. This is very important for me, because that's the ancestor of the banjo. And I have my gold banjo later, I play for you. Okay, this tune I'm going to play tonight for my friend. I don't know, yeah, my first song I try to play for my friend. He tried to care about me. I don't listen, when he speak very well English. My English is not easy, but I try to, he follow me everywhere I go. And I follow him. But it's something very deep for me to have friends. And, you know, I'm happy. Also follow me a lot of places to see my finger and try to say, Cheick, I really want to fix some instrument for you. And I said, okay. Now, he come to my house, he fixed me this one. I have this like 14 years, maybe 12 years, I don't know, you know, long time. But I tried to put all the songs I play in my instrument, I put this one to the gold banjo. And I call my mom sometimes, I play this, I say, my mom, what instrument you listen? He said, that's the goni. I said, not the goni, that's American gold banjo. He said, no, Cheick Hamala, any difference? It sounds like goni. I said, yeah, because in Mali, it looks like the griot to sing for somebody. It's not easy for us to sing for somebody. No. Even if you have a lot of money, no. We gotta do something to be exemplary for people, to work very hard and to be nice. And we play a song for you. That's the griot. Even my president from Mali, anywhere, when he came to America, everywhere he go, I have my ticket, my hotel reservation. Because the griot is very important for our society. Like I say, this song I'm gonna play for my good friend Joe Wilson and Cathy Wilson. Thank you.
Of people with that background, and the tensions finally erupted in the 1960s, and we had a dreadful civil war for about 30 years, and then really guided by America, we have a peace process. We're very proud of it now. People have stopped killing one another, but dreadful things happened in those years, and we commemorate our history through song like most other countries, like a few other countries. And this is a song about a true story in those years, written by my great friend Tommy Sands, who comes from Rostrevern, County Down, not too many miles away from Belfast, and very close to where a lot of the immigrants would have left from to come over, who eventually ended up in the mountains. This song, as I said, about a true story, is called There Were Roses. I'd like to welcome Molly. She's going to sing harmonies, and Linda, who plays just about everything. She's going to sing and play the bass, and Sammy, they're going to play lovely guitar here, and of course Aaron and Joey. This is a song, There Were Roses. My song for you this evening is not to make you sad, nor for adding to the sorrows of our troubled northern land. But lately I've been thinking, and it just won't leave my mind. Well, I'll tell you of two friends one time who were both good friends of mine. Isaac Scott from Bana, he lived just across the fields. A great man for the music and the dancing and the reels. MacDonald came from South Armagh to court young Agnes Fair, and they'd often meet on the Ryan Road, and laughter filled the air. There were roses, roses, there were roses, and the tears of the people ran together. Now Isaac, he was Protestant, and Sean was Catholic born, but it never made a difference, for the friendship it was strong. And sometimes in the evening when we hear the sound of drums, we said it won't divide us, we always will be one. For the ground our fathers ploughed in, the soil it is the same, and the places where we say our prayers have just got different names. We talked about the friends who died, we swore they'd be no more, but 'twas little then we realized the tragedy in store. There were